Section 3 of the New Mexico BDR, described as the White Sands of Death or the Playa de Las Muertas. So, is it really that bad? Let's go find out. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. I am already on Section 3 of the New Mexico BDR. There's a little campground about 37 miles from Carrizozo. So I pulled in here just because this is the designated camping area. I knew it was here. So what I wanted to do was ride Section 3, particularly that road that parallels White Sands Missile Range. Because I have heard so much about it and it has not been positive. Some of the people that I've talked to and some of the posts and things that I've seen have described that section as the White Sands of Death or Playa de Las Muertas, you know, because they got into really sandy sections. So I'm gonna find out tomorrow. Now this part of Section 3 of the New Mexico BDR is the final approximately 80 miles that I need to do in order to finish the entire New Mexico BDR. I have done it in multiple sections over years based on priorities and time. So I thought I should probably finish it since I am that close and find out what it is all about. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go finish this upper northern section of Section 3, jump across 380 and head down and see just how sandy it is. All right, it's Friday morning. It's time to finish Section 3. A couple of notes. One is the top half of Section 3 is cow country. There are cattle everywhere, so just keep that in mind.
Why did they put the bucket in the middle of the road? Come on. I'm not gonna move it. I don't trust cows, I don't trust horses.
Be respectful, ride slow through there, especially when there's a lot of calves because they're very unpredictable. And if you camp in this area I'm in now, don't be surprised if you have some morning visitors. It was a bit irritating how they walked into my camp, but thankfully, no drama, they eventually left. The other note I wanna make is there's a lot of cattle guards, cattle crossings, or cattle guards across the road. And slow down for those for one big reason is as you're coming up, you don't know what that's gonna look like, and that is the surest way to pinch a tube or damage a rim if you're hauling ass over those cattle guards, because you just don't know what's on the backside, you don't know the condition of those, and you may or may not be able to see the lip as you're coming up to it, and it's a square edge. So there's no urgency to ride through here. Just enjoy it and take your time and make sure that the way you're riding allows you to finish the ride and not have any issues. So just those couple of notes. Anyway, it is awesome out here. It is starting to get warmer already. It's about 7:30. I'm gonna hit the road. Let's go see what this is like.
Beginning of the White Sands of Death at Fight Ranch. So let's do it.
Section 3 of the New Mexico BDR is effectively finished. I have like 6 miles to go to get into Elephant Butte. And the last 75 miles from when you get on that stretch that goes south, it took me about 3 hours. I don't think it lived up to the reputation that I had heard of it from many others on how sandy it was. The first 25 miles, there was some sandy sections. Pretty small. There was one longer one where it was quite deep. I imagine if you're riding a 550 pound GS with another 50, 60 pounds of luggage, that section's not going to be fun, but it's not that long.
Oh shit. Whew. All right, so that was the sandy section.
Yeah, the rest of it was hard pack and fast. So I was doing, I don't know, 30 to 40 miles per hour in most of it, just making sure I didn't catch any sandy pothole areas that I wasn't expecting. Other than that, I thought it was a great section. It was a lot of fun. And the interesting thing about this section is parts of it reminded me of riding through California, because the yuccas, the really, really tall yuccas, reminded me of Joshua trees, and the hard pack and some of the gravel areas is very, very similar to riding in California. So that was kind of cool. It took me back to riding the California BDR. Overall, other than a few sand sections, the rest of this is fast, just big open graded dirt roads, gravel roads, hard pack roads. Some of the gravel's a little bit deep in areas, but nothing of significance. I don't think that this is a section that you need to skip. I think I've heard a few people have jumped off of it and not done the southern section, goes along white sands. Now, I will say I'm doing it it's Memorial weekend. We've had a lot of rain over the past month. Some of those sections are hard pack right now. Maybe as the summer goes on and it's dry, that white hard pack road becomes talcum. I can see that being a problem, but for me, this time of year, not a problem at all. Lots of cows. I think the beef market must be doing really, really well, because there's cows everywhere. So just keep that in mind. And a tip, do not ride through a cow patty unless you want that flipped up into your face off of your front wheel. So there are some sections that it's like a cow patty landmine, where you're having to weave through all the patties so that you don't get that on your tires and get flicked up in your face. So yeah, just try to avoid that. Anyway, I'm gonna head into Elephant Butte and get some lunch, and then probably start section 4 and go find some place to camp. So if you have ridden section 3, let me know what your experience has been, if you found it to be extremely sandy, or if the reputation of being the sands of death is maybe a little overstated. And if you skip this section, let me know if you skipped it and if there's a reason why, or if you started riding it and then decided you didn't want to. Let me know that in the comments below so others can see. I definitely think that this is a time of year section that it will make a difference. Now, like I said, I'm here in Memorial weekend. It's about 85 degrees. It's gonna get up in the 90s later today, so I need to get out of here. But through the summer, I don't think too many people are gonna be riding this, because it's just gonna be way too hot. In the fall, if you do decide to ride this, if you get rains, you're gonna be screwed out there, because that road is gonna turn to slime. So really watch the weather. If you come out in the fall during the monsoon season, you could get stuck out there, and that would really be bad. Other than that, thanks for watching. Remember, you can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. So get out and do some BDR sections wherever you live, whatever you can do, or find some back roads to go camp and ride. Get out, do some riding, ride safe, and I will see you out there.
There's my obligatory elk sighting for the trip.